Alright, we have a green controller now. It works.
I'm wasting my like pristine, amazing PS2 like brand new controller I got for like $10 on Mercari on this game.
Good. Let's start the wonderment that is this game. And
First level is a nice level.
Yeah.
So I actually like this level though.
So I want to explain. You're going to notice, as we've discussed, there's a lot of loading screens in this game. A lot of very long loading screens and weird cutscenes.
Dr. Cortex woke me from my captive
Yeah, butthead. Can I skip this?
Yes.
Oh, I can,
Yay!
yes! Oh, I wish I did that for the first cutscene so we didn't waste the entire part.
So, since we got a lot of loading screens, there's this list we've had that we'd made, what, like 8 years ago?
Yeah, probably.
Of diarrhea rhymes. Now, I don't really know the origin of the diarrhea rhymes. My dad told them to me, and one time I looked them on the internet that some of them were there too. There might be a song that goes, but these are but basically during these loading screens.
All these we just made up.
Yeah, basically on these loading screens, we're going to just read off the list of about like 100. Did we make it at least to 100 different rhymes?
It was a stroke of genius.
Yeah.
I literally remember us outside in like my patio
and the pool.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we were just in the pool, like sitting there, just like coming up with them off the top of our head, and then we wrote them all down.
Yeah, I like that you also go back just because of like snow levels.
Yeah.
And from Crash 2. Okay, this is just an example rhyme. So during loading screens, we're gonna read off, or back and forth, we'll read off different rhymes that we have. Wow, starting off to a good start. But this is an example one. I think this was from the actual like official rhymes that existed elsewhere. But diarrhea. It's really not appealing when you find it on the ceiling.
You came up with, yeah, I remember you came up with that one.
No, that my dad. That was from my dad.
Oh,
that was from the official
really?
song. Yeah.
But that was one of the ones you came up. I remember because that was the one that like blew our mind.
Oh wait, never mind. No, you're right. You're right. Okay, actually no. Okay.
You came up with that one, and then I came up with.
That's why they're so big.
Whatever the next one.
Okay.
Is.
So well, either way, the point of the joke is the point of the rhyme is it goes, you start diarrhea. Some people think it's gross, but it's really good on toast. Diarrhea.
Yeah.
And then you continue. So you go on from there. So every time there's a loading screen, which we'll have plenty of, we will read some of these wonderful diarrhea rhymes. And since all the ones we have written down here are like our original ones, I'm trying to think of what the other ones are that like weren't original that I read from elsewhere. But yeah, well, once I can remember those, I'll tell you those. But otherwise, enjoy some gameplay.
I'm not.
You're right.
Also, there's a no death route, I'm pretty sure, and I already screwed that up.
Good.
This game has weird effects.
I did this. Some people think it's gross, but it's really good on toast. I'm not drawing all the blanks today. What's the other one my dad always said? I don't think it's gross, but it's really good on toast. Oh, some people think it's funny, but it's really hot and runny.
Oh,
diarrhea.
Yeah.
There we go. Those are the two.
Classic ones, yeah.
So get ready for 100 or so rhymes.
Yeah, we might have to break out that list a little bit sooner because I haven't said anything for like 30 seconds here.
All right, how about I do like 5 of them?
Just give like a sample run.
All right,
do like
sample
2
run.
2 or 3. See, we're already starting it up again.
We don't.
Like
I don't
2 or
exactly.
3.
I don't know at this point who made each one. We might remember occasional ones, but some
of
these are really bad also.
Yeah.
Like they suck.
You might be able to tell by the handwriting because I think I don't remember if we were both individually writing them down.
Alright, diarrhea. When it comes from a bird, it's a really small turd. Diarrhea.
I think that was me because that's not good.
It makes a funny sound. This is bad handwriting. It makes a.
Handwriting or mine?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me see it.
Wait, no, it's kind of back and forth. Also, I think some of the pencil is worn away too.
Wait, let me see that one.
Okay, I figured it out. Okay. It makes a funny sound and gets all over the ground. Diarrhea.
Oh, okay.
The toilet gets its fill and you'll get the plumber's bill.
That was
Diarrhea.
yours.
That was mine.
That one was fantastic. Yeah, that was another like stroke of genius.
You'll have a lot of fun until it's all done. Diarrhea.
That might have been me. See, then we just started writing them all down because it was like we didn't want to forget, and then some of them may have turned out to be funnier in the moment.
Diarrhea. It looks good, I know, but don't eat the brown snow. Diarrhea.
I can't remember that. I know that was one of us that came up with it.
I think that was you, and it was pretty good. Some of these are just stupid. It's lighter than a dime, but it takes a lot of time.
That was
Diarrhea.
probably me. The less sense it makes, the more likely it is me.
Yeah, if for example, the next one, it looks like it. Oh no, never mind. You look like a fool when you use it as a tool. Diarrhea.
Probably.
Okay, I misspoke because I thought it said you look like a tool when you use it as a tool, and I'm like,
Oh.
you used tool twice.
Yeah.
Oh, I got the crisscross.
There's a lot of boxes in this first level.
Good.
There's 147. I think that's more than any of the the Crash 3 levels.
I think they were trying to be like, oh, look how big we can make the levels.
It's weird because going back and playing this after playing the other ones, even though I grew up with this,
Yeah.
still this is like playing a fan game almost. Like the levels just
Yeah,
feel
it
like
feels a little
they're
interesting.
not as well designed. They're just like, well, we got the boxes. I mean, and you can do the spin. That's a Crash game, right? Like you.
Oh look, here's a low ad. The smell gets in the air, and it's the color of
A bear.
a bear.
I remember that one. Because that was probably me then.
Color of a bear.
Two wires in
Diarrhea.
my brain just connected on that.
You dump it in the bush, and then you wipe your tush. Diarrhea.
I feel like that might have been you.
A lot of these could be either way, to be honest.
Yeah, really. I remember to put this into perspective too, which I guess makes it even funnier, is that we were in tears as we were writing this
Oh, we were.
entire time.
We spent actually an entire 24-hour period of me being over
Yeah.
here writing these.
We would go back to play games or something. And meanwhile, we were just doing it the whole time.
Yep.
Also, I died, so I didn't get the blue gems. So let me fix that.
Some people say it's poo, but it's really brown goo. Diarrhea.
Well, you might have to fact check on that one, but pretty sure it's still poo.
Diarrhea. You can cook it on a grill or roll it down a hill. Diarrhea.
That's also debatable.
Diarrhea. It doesn't smell like flowers, but it's got a lot of power. Diarrhea.
Yeah, see at this point I'm gonna just stop guessing who it was
Yeah.
because I feel like
I mean,
it could
unless
be
it's an
either one.
obvious one, we're we remember. Oh no, that was my
I know the
gem.
first couple I remember specifically,
Oh,
but because we kept repeating them so we wouldn't forget them. But
All right, we'll do one more and then we'll hit some more loading screens. Gotta save up the
yeah,
ammo, I guess.
if we do it every loading screen, we're gonna run out by part 3.
That's very true.
Like how underwhelming the invincibility is. All right, you're invincible. You
Yeah,
don't
there's
move-
no magical glow.
I don't think you move any faster. The Wumpa fruit doesn't make a different noise when you pick it up.
You know what I just noticed in this game? There's no
short too. Wow.
lighting effects.
What do you mean?
It's just one shade
Oh, you mean on just
on anything.
anything?
Yeah. It looks like it's being
It's
lit
like-
from all
Well,
angles.
it's like the color choice is not good.
Yeah.
There's no.
There's no
I was playing Crash 1 even not even the Insane Trilogy, just Crash 1,
Mhm.
and some of the levels in that the levels where it's all side scrolling and there's those blocks that push you off into the foreground, and there's the lizards you gotta jump on. You know what I'm talking about? It's the
Yeah.
earlier Ruins levels and stuff.
Mhm.
It just looked amazing because it was the lighting of the cool bluish gray on the stone, and the red glow from the sunset. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that still looks good.
No, in the PS1,
I
I found there's actually some cases where there's even lighting effects and it looks good.
Yeah,
Where was it?
the music's alright in this game. It doesn't sound very Crash-like,
Yeah.
but
Oh, Spyro 1. One of the speedways. I remember when we were playing it. They had a lighting effect when you lit the lamps, and it
Yeah.
made things around it glow. And I was like, oh, I didn't know they could do that.
now if this is Crash 2, this might prove to be a little bit challenging, but it's not. You can actually steer where you're going on the ice,
Yeah.
which actually,
Good for them.
despite objectively being probably better, I still prefer Crash 2. I always prefer Crash 2 in any instance. Well,
It's
there's
a
a blue
blue.
gem. There it is. Oh, this is kind of neat how they did this because
Yeah.
these get blown
Oh.
up. These get blown up anyway. These normal boxes when
Yeah.
you. Oh well, that's it. I guess I'll just go die now.
I really like the top-down view.
Yeah, that's weird. Also, you don't even really. Oh, okay. I guess
Maybe,
I just don't
maybe.
get the blue gem.
You can. Hold on,
Do I have to die?
give it a try again.
This is the death route.
Oh.
Oh, it doesn't even bounce you up like the old.
Do one more slide jump before you give up. I feel like that was okay. Wow.
I'm telling you, this is the game's fault.
I don't know. I'm believing you.
I don't even want to know how
Oh,
many.
there you go.
Okay, so apparently it doesn't even matter. But yeah, that's kind of neat how they did that because these boxes get
Blown up with
when
the
you hit the
nitro.
nitro
Yeah.
anyway. Usually they don't put boxes in Death Roots.
Oh, here we go. Another load. All right. Where are we at on the list? All right. Diarrhea. It's slippery like a noodle, so don't dump it on a poodle. Diarrhea.
That was probably me.
I can agree. Diarrhea.
Good stuff.
You left it in the chair and it's covered in hair. Diarrhea.
That was probably me.
Some of these don't have quite rhythm, like any sort of rhythm to it.
There's
too.
always a rhyme.
Yeah. Well, there's a rhyme, but there's also a rhythm too. It's got to have a diarrhea.
Yeah. You're gonna hear that on the radio tomorrow. Diarrhea.
It'd be better than half the crap on there nowadays.
It would be literal crap and it would be better.
Exactly. Alright. Diarrhea. When it comes out, it makes me want to shout. Diarrhea. Even if it's tall, it goes on the wall. Diarrhea.
Even if it tall.
Even if what?
Even if it tall, it goes on the wall.
Even if you're tall.
Oh.
Yeah. Even if it's tall too, I guess. Diarrhea. When it's from a dinosaur, it stinks a lot more. Diarrhea. That's pretty good. Well, thanks for shouting at me, Coco.
I was about to say wow, we should really be talking about the game, but we basically already are. At that point.
Well, yep, we're talking. What's with all the leaves just everywhere?
I don't know.
There's not even any trees down there.
I kind of like this better than the Crash 3 ones.
Oh no, Harrison, specifically the space one with Coco.
Yeah.
I would replay that level for hours.
Yeah.
Because I love, well, obviously I'm a Star Wars freak, but I would play all these plane and spaceship levels constantly.
I don't know, but I kind of. It's really hard to hit stuff in the even in the Insane Trilogy in Crash 3.
Still just not.
There's only 2 plane levels too in that game. At least in this you get a plane boss fight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think Crash 3 is overall better, but when it comes to the gimmicks,
And yeah, the gimmick's working better.
I hate the motorcycles in Crash 3. I think they're absolutely awful and the worst part of that game. The water levels, well, those are in this too. They're tolerable. Coco's jet ski bullcrap in Crash 3 is annoying when you're trying to get all the boxes. Yeah, and
Look at that Crash Bandicoot head.
it's really unsettling.
Just kind of.
That's straight from the loading, or the memory card
Yeah.
symbol, probably.
Well.
Like the PS2
It would
browser
say
memory
face.
card symbols. This is as high as I can go. I'm literally pulling up.
Oh.
Okay, except for sometimes. I'd be dead by now if I played like this in Crash 3. I will say those ones were definitely more challenging.
Yeah, these are kind of just
These guys don't even
shoot
really do
for a
anything.
while.
They hit you, they do 2% damage. And that's it.
Oh.
I just
Except for
ran
that
into
one guy.
head-on and I'm fine. Who's flying that? Oh yeah.
Is it?
That's Tiny, I think.
Yeah, why did they put them as the...
So this game is clearly unfinished to some capacity because all the classic Crash villains are just kind of in the background standing there waiting.
Like in the ball levels, they're just there.
Yeah.
I think Kid Icarus was pointing that out. Yeah, they're just enemies.
Yeah.
Standard enemies.
It's really sad, actually.
Yeah, it is. Next time on It's 13 Minutes and 53 Seconds.
Oh.
We'll see you next time for...